Everybody ready? Let's talk about it.
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing today? So, I wanted to talk about this SVB situation, Silicon Valley Bank situation, where, to my understanding, the interest rate raised, and people were concerned about their money in the bank, so they went and started withdrawing their money. A lot of people started withdrawing their money all at once. And what that did was bring down the money that's on hand for the bank. So the bank tried to sell their stocks in order to have money to cover the money that people were taking. In other words, the bank was losing more money than it was getting. Nobody was depositing, so they didn't have money to deposit to, rotate through the system. Because when you have your money in the bank, all the bank does is use your money to give to other people who are withdrawing. So too many people were withdrawing the money and not enough people depositing. So there we had a deficit, so to speak. Y'all got that? I hope that was clear. A lot of people were watching their finances and they seen that the bank was not doing well. So they went to check on their money, and a lot of people took their money out. And more people taking their money out, the bank crumbled. Can you imagine going to the bank after you hearing that the bank is in trouble to go get your money out, and you find out that this is a Friday afternoon, and you find out that you can't get your money out because the bank don't have no money to give you? So in comes the FDIC. The feds come in and they take over the bank now. Now, banks only cover up to $250,000, $250,000. So if you have anything in your bank over 250, you're sure to get back $250,000 if anything happens to the bank. Anything over $50,000, you kind of SOL till they figure out what they're gonna do. The problem is, if mind you, these are rich people. These are people with millions and millions of dollars in the bank. If you have so much money, why wouldn't you put your money in different banks? $250,000 in different banks. That way you know your money is covered. But no, these millionaires have all their money in one bank, and all you could get back is $250,000 through the FDIC. Lucky thing, if you're a regular person like myself, we don't have nowhere near that amount of money. But yet, we still need to get some money on hand because anything could happen at any time. And that's why I'm making a video to say, get some money out the bank, keep some cash on hand, because you never know what can happen. And usually things happen on a Friday where nothing can be done until Monday. Take your behinds to the bank and go get you some money, like 2-3 months worth of savings on hand, just in case anything happens. These folks only getting back $250,000. You got to think about all the bills they got to pay, all their, and they live in Silicon Valley. That's expensive to live. Most of them, they probably pay for their kids to go to private school. So who to tell how long that money is going to last? It's a sad state of affairs. But again, why wouldn't you diversify your money? Why would you just keep all your money in one bank? What if that bank is in trouble like now? What are you going to do? And it's a wake-up call to regular folks like us. Even though we don't have that much money, the little money that we do have, still put it in different banks and keep cash on hand, because you never know what will happen in this financial situation. The way everything is so unpredictable right now, and the way the world is running, interest rate going up, everything going high, food scarcity, you don't know what could take place next. Remember that man, Charles Schwab, he said by 2030, you will own nothing and be happy. And it sure is starting to look like that. We're going to own nothing and be happy. The interest rate is going up. We making less money. You can't afford anything. Egg prices are still high. And people are losing their jobs left and right. Another thing I just thought of, Roku had their money in that bank. Now imagine if you work for a company that banks with that bank. How you gonna get paid? How your paycheck gonna come? You don't bank with them, but your employer does. So how is he gonna fill payroll? So again, make sure you guys have money on hand and water. Make sure you always have water. These train derailments are coming way too often. And all this smoke and pollution going in the ground and in the air, who knows? Make sure y'all have water too. Not just money, but water too. But yeah, if your employer banks with that bank, how they gonna fulfill payroll? You looking for a paycheck on whenever you get paid? Nothing. These times is getting real serious, and I know a lot of us are just one paycheck away from being put on the street, just one mishap, and that could be the end of it for us. So I hope you guys, think about certain things. Don't get too stressed out about it, because that too can cause you mental anguish. But have some money on hand, have some water, diversify your money, and, watch the news every now and then, because it'll tell you what's going on. We seen this happen in China. A lot of things start off in China before they come to the U.S. So make sure you watch some kind of news, something to let you know what's going on in the world, because it starts out overseas and then it comes here. All right? Don't be scared, folks. Don't panic too much, but have a mind to know what you're going to do. Have a plan. Have some money on hand. All right? I'll talk to you guys on the next one. And if anybody knows more about this finance, because finance is not my area of expertise, but if anybody knows more about the finance, let's talk about it in the comments. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.